Amy and I usually go for beach vacations to Kiowa Island, south of Charleston, but decided this time to go to Seabrook Island, shown on this Google Earth photo, just south of Kiowa Island. Not as big, but has lots of stuff to do. We stayed at the Pelican Watch condominiums, which are shown in these pictures with the red arrow. And the last picture here is our view from our balcony. Almost every day we walk to the end of Privateer Point, down to the beach and turn right, go about 1.5 miles, almost totally undeveloped at the end of a peninsula. The following videos are taken from our walk on the morning of day 2. There's a dolphin just surfaced there. There he was again. Right there he is. Right there. There he was. Yeah.
And you can see him under the water.
Right, kind of a shadow. Oh, there they both are. A mother and child, we think.
No, I think they're 2 young ones.
Or 2 young ones, Amy thinks maybe. There's a good one. That's a dolphin catching fish. So over there is Edisto Island, and this is Seabrook. And there's Amy walking back, but way, way, way down there, those condominiums are the ones we came from. It's about 1.5 miles to this point. Go around the beach there and up to this point, and then it continues. And the beach ends there, and the Edisto River, we think, comes in from the right. On the afternoon of day 2, we did a bike ride across much of the island, as shown on this GPS track on a Google Earth photo. We also stopped for a walk on a nature trail that was partially on a boardwalk across a marsh. This, I think, is called Common Weed as we crossed the marsh. And then we also went by some lagoons where we saw this alligator kind of hiding in the depths. Also some huge marshes, beautiful green marshes. And finally, this partially albino deer that we saw. On day 3, we took a walk turning left and going to the very end of the beach at the Kiowa River. So this is pretty much the north end, I guess, of Seabrook Beach. Way over there is Kiowa Island. I don't know whether you can see the buildings, but there's a bunch of buildings right there. And circling around looking to where we came from, right there's a boat going out. It's been fishing closer to the shore. And that's the beach. Seabrook Island Beach. We came from way down there, and the other side of that dark forested area that goes down to the beach. At this point, we walked 2.5 miles from our condo, and then there's another 1 to 1.5 miles going to the right from the condo. We went left. So, what is that? 4.5 miles of beach or so. This is the very, very end of the Seabrook Island Beach. We walked another 0.6 of a mile or more to the channel between Kiowa Island, right over there. And that's the end of the Kiowa Beach on the south end, I guess, where we've come to many times. And this is the end on the Seabrook Island side. That is Kiowa River right there. And this is Captain Sam's Creek, or so, I think Creek, coming down from the left. And that's looking back to the section we hiked from, what I did a minute ago. And then coming on around, you can walk out from Kiowa, particularly to those sandbars there. And Kiowa Beach runs on the other side of where I'm looking at right there. Often there are porpoises in here, sometimes even they're strand feeding, which we've seen once, but no porpoises today. For dinner on day 3, we had pesto pasta made with basil from my little garden and brought from home. On day 4, we did a kayak trip down Captain Sam's Creek using a inflatable kayak that I just bought. This is the route we took, starting top left, going to the bottom right. So here we are with our Sea Eagle 370, getting ready to put into Captain Sam's Creek. There's a nice put in here on Captain Sam's Road, and then the creek goes down that way to the Kiowa River, where we hiked to yesterday. Captain Sam's Point, I think it is. So we got the boat pumped up and brought it down to this ramp, and here's Amy waving by. She's going to head down Captain Sam's Creek, which is there, but it narrows down a lot, so we're heading down that way to the Kiowa River. Here's a great egret that we saw paddling along. We've reached the mouth of Captain Sam's Creek, and over there is Kiowa. We're at the giant sandbar at the mouth of the Kiowa River, and there is Kiowa Island. And the beach comes on down to a point over there, and then this is the Kiowa River. And our boat there. Captain Sam's Creek came in just beyond that boat, and then going on around. Is Seabrook Island. And here's the very tip of the sandbar at the end of the Kiowa River, between Kiowa and Seabrook. And strangely, lots of pelicans and some other bird there. And over here is the bunches of birds. And then looking back, that's looking kind of toward the divide between Kiowa on the right, Seabrook on the left. Our kayak is right there. Strange.
Boy, those are noisy ones.
There they are.
It was really quiet for a while, and then they got all excited.
There are a couple of dolphins fishing.
Yeah, real close in.
That's Captain Sam's Creek coming in there into the Keel River, which we're on. That's the Keel River. And it runs down to the ocean that way, which we've just come from. And the big sand flats are down there. And again, Seabrook Island on the right. This is Amy paddling as we head up the Kiowa River just a little ways. And here's the sunset Wednesday night from the beach just down from the condo. On day 5, we did another walk down the beach to Privateer Point, and the last photo is of Amy at the point where the Privateer Creek comes into the Edisto River in the distance. Here's the backside of Privateer Point, a little peninsula that juts in toward the mainland. There is Rockville, I think, and Cherry Point Landing is somewhere to the right. We just met a guy who had kayaked over from there. And this is a huge wetland all the way around to Seabrook Island in the distance there, and of course to the right. And then to the Edisto River channel right here, and down there is the condo we're staying in, somewhere down in there. And going on around, there's the Edisto River channel, and that's Edisto Island over there. Quite a, it's only a 1.5 mile walk we just did to the point from the condos, but almost all natural. Very nice. Here's a video of a hermit crab. What kind of crabs are these? Hermit crab in his shell, moving along the beach. Hermit crab walking upstream in the water there on the Edisto River. And here's a ghost crab along the beach. Here's some sawgrass beside the beach. We spent most of Thursday afternoon on the beach with a good weather forecast, using the new beach tent that Amy had bought for protection from sun and wind. Thursday night, we had another beautiful sunset, followed by an absolutely full and beautiful moon. Dinner Thursday night was green chili enchiladas, which was my version of the menu item number 8 from Mexicali Rose restaurant in Knoxville that closed a long time ago, and which was my favorite Mexican restaurant ever. Thursday ending with a really nice full moon over the ocean.